the month of May, we saw Rivers get to Grand Finals and drop only the 2 sets to Jackal. There's no Jackal to stop him. It'll be interesting to see how far he can go. We'll have to see if perhaps these two are capable of doing it, getting the con job, ConCon, and getting Gen. I mean, I wish Con playing Min surprised me more. I really do, but I mean, what else is there to say?
It's a good character for him. I notice it comes out in a lot of matches where things wouldn't be good. I mean, because you'll see ConCon play a lot of Bayo, you'll see some Rosa here and there, and I think that there's just some limitations, at least at the moment, or at least maybe in the way that ConCon's playing Bayo, where you could pick up Min and you might be able to take that game, you know what I mean, that you weren't taking with Bayo. And I think it does just kind of complement everything else he's got going on, because he plays like a good deal of characters.
True. I mean, he's been around long enough. He's bound to have played the entire roster at this juncture. But, I mean, you could very much say the same thing for Gen, who, I mean, while we see the secondaries every now and then, pretty tried and true Palutena, one of the more aggressive ones, but actually sort of the archetypical aggressive Palu, at least in my estimation.
Yeah, definitely. And there's somebody with just a lot of maturity as a player to be patient to find his way around Min stuff. And honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what openings he can find, because when I play against Min, it's weird because people stop kind of complaining about Min as much, and now it's about Steve and you know, the newer DLC characters. But yeah, Min, the openings are not really clear to me.
Yeah.
She plays a different game. Like it's very different. You know what I mean? It's like playing against like Mega Man. There's just like totally different mechanics there, and you're figuring that out versus like the traditional Smash Ultimate neutral.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like you got to play against a Rock'em Sock'em Robots character, and yeah, you know the thing about Rock'em Sock'em Robots, your feet are planted. Your Palutena, you received a windfall in terms of movement options from the prior game to this one. Gen fully realizing this and going in. This is why he's been making top 8s from the very beginning of this game's life cycle. The very first Let's Make Moves, in fact, making top 8 with this very character. Talk about a blast from the past and trying to show Noodle Girl who's boss.
Yep. When you talk about aggression, he's making great use of his aggression when he's getting in on Min. That double bear off stage, that was mad nice.
I mean, thing is, really is mad nice, but so is ConCon. No matter what character he seems to play, always wanting to come out on top one way or another. Last tournament he played was a couple months ago, it looked like. Fusion 111? That long ago, eh?
Thank you.
Did well in that tournament, but Jen saying, hey, buddy, if you're having trouble shaking off the rust, let me beat it off you real quick. And yeah, the down air going to put ConCon into the blast zone and into a 1-0 deficit as we head into game number 2.
Talk about those openings I was talking about. Yeah, off stage, exposed. You know, like it seems like Min when there's a certain length from the stage just has to do that air dodge.
Yeah. For the record, did quite well at that tournament that I was talking about. Wins over Leon, Stefan, BD Bean, and Ram before getting reset in Grand Finals by Ram. But yeah, what a time to take a break. And then what a time to come back. Doing pretty well for himself in this tournament. But what is it that how do you slow down this Gen? How do you take him off of the light speed rail that this train is just bearing down on you with such blinding speed?
I don't think, with Min, I don't even think there's a way. You just got to keep him away. You know, 10 feet. Keep punching. Keep punching, 10 feet away.
Maintain your social distance.
Yes.
Fair enough. And it makes sense that you're going back to PS2, right? It's a very large stage, very long. Palutena is going to be able to take care of those platforms, but then again, you are allowed to jump. I don't know. It's this might just be the best case scenario for ConCon with this character. I don't know how I feel about that though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I think the biggest stage is just one of those things where, all right, just go to the biggest one. You know, you have enough, you can continue backing up and continue throwing out moves in neutral. You know, you don't need to worry about keep holding your ground at any time or taking a risk.
It should be noted that ConCon did beat Beanie Bean by a score of 2-1 in order to make it to this round. So it's not like he hasn't faced his share of aggression in order to get to this point. But ConCon gonna need to get this edge guard. But Palutena teleports just a little bit too quick. Says, no, there's a toll to cross this bridge one way or another. We're in Jersey, homie. You ought to know that. And it's going to be stock number 1 in favor of ConCon, who will be put off stage, but is able to make it back. That's a terrifying sight when you see Gen go that low. You know he's thirsty for blood. Like, how do you deal with that low?
I have no idea. I mean, especially as Min. I think that's, in that example, I think that Gen was just really looking for the kill. And that's how he got his kills last game. So I think it's good on ConCon that he's not getting stock stick in this game in that same way.
And you would think that it's going ConCon's way, just in the sense that it's a sensibly paced game number 2. It's not like we're not seeing stocks fly off the shelves. We're getting to the 2.5-minute mark pretty quickly, and we're at 2 stocks apiece. That means, generally speaking, if you're slowing the pace of the game down, that favors Min, you know, or so the advanced metrics would suggest.
Yeah.
Then again, just how quickly Palutena is able to pile up the damage. We saw that just there. The wheel in the sky keeps on a-turning. But, oh my gosh, the fists keep on a-flying. The Megawatt will find Palutena and takes Gen down to his last stop.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if Gen is going to ever decide to, you know, play that distance game with ConCon at all. I mean, you saw him try that neutral B at one point. It worked in neutral, but, like, it seems like Gen is not content with that and wants to find his way in. Okay, now I'm in the corner, goes for a jump read, doesn't work.
Keep on buzzing. Up tilt. Again, just oppressing this Min, not able to implement her game plan. Is going to get the back throw, and that will kill. It's certainly at that percentage. And this is about as even as you would like it to be. I mean, it just takes so much effort to be able to get in, period. Yeah. That Gen is certainly the Palutena who's most equipped to do it. It's certainly in this building. But, yeah, what an effort to even get it to this point with just an ever so slight lead, but neck and neck as we head to the final post here.
Yeah, Gen is doing a good job of playing footsies, putting ConCon in the corner, and then reacting to what he's doing to get out.
Okay. Down air. Big
ConCon's
kicks.
Finding success in those down airs.
I mean, it's so crucial for you to be able to establish something in the air. Like, you do have that down air. It's a little cumbersome, but you can make it work. You got to respect it one way or another.
No jump,
back air, you got to be able to respect that. And Gen is going to put himself up 2-0 at ConCon's expense. These noodles looking a little burnt off.
Yeah, ConCon did a great job that whole game of not getting caught off stage, and that was a little bit of a reckless jump back on stage, and that cost him the stock.
And as we're looking, the switch over to Bayonetta. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what? You asked for the Umber Witch. You seemed to be saying to me at the very least. The Min wasn't getting the job done, was getting solved relatively easily by Gen. So you got to fight the light with a little bit of darkness. We'll have to see if there's a beam of hope, perhaps, for ConCon in this winter semifinal set.
Yeah, and what do you think about them going to PS2 again?
You know, I'm not sure about this. I feel like with the stage, maybe the stage switch sort of beacons a, okay, you might be switching characters, because you know that ConCon's going to have this Bayonetta in the back pocket. But then again, if you have these, you got to be able to go for it all. You have to roll the dice here. You have no choice. And you might as well just go for these ladders off of the top. So you go to this stage with the shortest competitive ceiling. You have platforms to aid you if need be, but you got to be able to set yourself up for that opportunity. Gen is not giving it to him. As solid as he is offensively, you have to be proficient on defense as well and with your placement. He's not going to give ConCon anything for free here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if, I don't know, the first thing I think of when I see this stage in Bayonetta is just like side B's to platform. That's just what I'm seeing personally, so.
ConCon, after shaking off the rust, 2 months absent in this in the tournament scene, making his return and making it all the way into top 8 on winner's side. That is the mark of how gifted a player ConCon truly is, and that can never be taken away from him. But what a test he has to face upon his return. First bracket loss in 2 months might just be at the hands of New York's Palutena extraordinaire, who's been near top of the PR just about since the beginning of this game's life cycle.
Yeah.
I doubt that run of form is going to be ending anytime soon, especially considering what we're seeing here today, even though ConCon does have a slight advantage.
And it's an interesting mix-up to switch to Bayonetta from, because Jen's got to play an entirely different way against this character, and is not going to receive nearly as many kills off stage.
Yeah, I mean, what stage do you go to if you have the final stage selection of this set? It's the only one that you're going to get from here on in. Where do you go if not PS2?
Probably PS2. I mean, usually if I'm going to switch characters, it's like, all right, I'm on some petty, I'll get him with this guy, you know, so I don't...
Yeah, you're not taking Pally to triplats, are you?
No.
No. You know better. Jen knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two, and I'm going to connect on the ledge. What, you thought you were getting back to stage for free? Nah, B. That don't happen around here. Up airs. Absolutely oppressive stuff from Jen, not giving Bayo a moment to breathe. Eventually, Demon Weave is going to catch on the landing.
Yeah, great read on that up throw from ConCon. To come back from that after getting like all those combos of stock and just up throw F smash is hilarious.
That was borderline disrespectful. Explosive Flame going to keep the pressure on at the ledge, and ConCon, I mean, the thing is, when you're dashing in with Bayonetta, it's so committal. Even just getting there is a task. Forget about being able to press a button at that point. It's just such a task to even establish yourself in neutral. You got to put your body on the line to even get your heel slides working properly.
Yep.
And that's going to do it. That's the game. Off of the dash attack, just was not ready with the DI, and ConCon realizing it was a solid effort, but ultimately, what are you going to be able to do when a player is that in form?
Yeah.
Right.
And some things, I'm trying to think of like weaknesses that maybe Jen showed in ConCon. I would just say jumping on stage with Min was just, ConCon needs to watch that when getting back on stage. You know, be a little more careful. Sometimes it's good to regular get up and just roll on.